3, 2, 1, salida real.
No surprise to see a big injection of pace compared to yesterday, 50 kilometers per hour for the first hour of racing. 2 climbs from the outset and around 40 riders found their way to the front of the race. Visma and UAE keeping their powder dry as they protected their title hopefuls. Well, there were no GC risks up top. The target was to maintain and have a chance of winning the stage. No fewer than 13 Grand Tour stage winners in the breakaway, but in truth they remained within the control of the peloton. UAE and Visma keeping the Escape's advantage from breaking 2 minutes. After the day's first 2 climbs, Jai Vine still had the polka dot jersey firmly on his shoulders. Only 2 threats remained, Vingegaard and Louis Vervaeke at 20 and 29 points respectively, with 30 points still on the road. The Belgian well placed at the front of the race. The third climb of the day with over 4,000 metre of positive elevation gain. Mads Pedersen fell back into the peloton, but the 36-strong group prepared to attack Alto del Leon, 7k at over 7%. The gap tumbling to around 90 seconds as João Nicolau Beltran, for the second climb in succession, led the troops over the summit. Good news for Jai Vine, neither his rivals picking up any King of the Mountain points. Well, really no luck for Brieuc Roland on this Vuelta, the Frenchman crashing alongside fellow youngster Bjorn Kurt. Subtract 2 from the Escapes, but able to join the peloton that was keeping a steady gap. And after passing over the Navacerrada, Jai Vine knew his polka dot jersey was secured. Vingegaard not interested in the points needed to take it. UAE's focus remained on the task of reeling in the Dane on the GC. On the penultimate climb, the breakaway predictably exploded. 12 left at the front, with Lidl Trek able to work hard in service of Ciccone. The first passage of the Puerto de Navacerrada, Ciccone leading over, while a minute down the road Ayuso was powering the peloton. Now it was a fantastic 5 braving the challenge, yet Van der Leyen and Amarai would soon drop off as Bernal, Ciccone and Landa kicked on. The gap though meant they didn't appear to stand a chance. Yet that didn't stop Mikel Landa from placing a long odds bet. The Spaniard being hunted by the trio of Ciccone, Bernal and a resurgent Van der Leyen, but Amarai caught by the peloton. Well, a first look at the top of La Bola del Mundo. No spectators allowed for environmental reasons, 12.2k long, but its gradients that are burning average 8.6%. Well, before tackling the beast, Landa caught by Ciccone, who had successfully dropped Bernal. The pace still not that high from peloton driving UAE, with the GC top 10 all present, heading towards the final 7 kilometres of this mammoth task. Gio Pellizzari dropped, winning the previous mountain examination, but the young Italian now risking losing 5th overall and his white jersey. Jai Vine leading for Almeida, who still had numbers around him, but so much work to do with Vingegaard looking strong and a 44-second cushion as the road got tougher and tougher. The final 3 kilometres of this stage, the breakaway holding what breath it had left.
It all comes back together. Jai Vine just a little bit too fast around that turn for Almeida. He doesn't like those little spurts, those little accelerations as Almeida pedals his way back and Pidcock comes up alongside. Jai Vine has gone. It's now all about Almeida and riders are already starting to go. Le Cerf is going to be dropped. Riccitello stays there. Sepp Kuss is still there. Jai Vine, great job by him today. Pidcock on the wheel of Vingegaard. The top 3 are locked together in combat now on this climb. Pidcock actually is starting to feel it and not liking the first gradients of this mountain.
A select group of 5 at the front: Vingegaard, Almeida, Kuss, Hindley and Tom Pidcock. Riccitello dropped back, but still fighting for the white jersey. Pidcock and Hindley's fight for third continued as the gradients hit 20% in certain sections. And a little over a kilometre from the summit, it was the Dane who showed his greatness.
Right now, the attack of the red jersey. Vingegaard, well, everyone's thinking he's sick. Vingegaard now starts the move. The red jersey wants the triumph at the top of this final climb at Bola de Mondo. And Vingegaard now starts his assault to put himself firmly as the winner of La Vuelta.
This has been an incredible performance from Jonas Vingegaard across the last 3 weeks. And in particular, this final climb, in a moment where he could ride defensively, he's gone on the offensive and gone for stage glory.
Jonas Vingegaard reaches the top of Bola de Mondo, the winner of La Vuelta, and he celebrates there in the red and white jersey.
Despite recent pressure from Almeida, the Dane has all but secured his first Vuelta victory, to be rubber-stamped tomorrow in Madrid. A third stage win, fifth in total at this race, all from just 3 appearances. Vingegaard has conquered this Vuelta, his third Grand Tour title.
Actually, I was feeling, I wouldn't say comfortable in the pace that João and Jai was doing, but at least I felt like that I was not on my limit yet, so I felt that I had a chance of, or a good chance of winning the stage. So yeah, at one point I just decided now I'm gonna try, and then immediately I got a gap, and yeah, then the last few 100 meters was also incredibly hard, and I almost went into the barrier, so yeah, a small mistake from my side.
A treble of stage wins for Vingegaard, this one atop the lunar landscape of Bolo del Mundo. Teammate and birthday boy Sepp Kuss next, Hindley third. Resplendent in red as the Dane celebrates in Spain. The top 4 as you were, but American Riccatello moved into the top 5. Vingegaard's success didn't rob UAE of another jersey. Jai Vine making it successive polka dot jersey wins on La Vuelta. The only jersey to move was white, Riccatello overturning a 58-second gap to move to the top of the Best Young Rider category. The procession and sprint in Madrid tomorrow to conclude the final Grand Tour of the season.